The entertainment industry has always looked glamorous from the outside. Bright lights, red carpets, award shows, standing ovations to fans. It feels like a dream world where talent alone can turn someone into a superstar overnight. But behind that sparkle, there's another reality most people never see. A quieter world, a darker one, a world built on secrets, alliances, and unspoken rules. And sometimes, silence can be more dangerous than speaking out. Because in Hollywood, what you don't say can haunt you just as much as what you do. And right now, one of the most respected voices in music and film, Jennifer Hudson, is finding herself caught in that exact storm. From church choirs to global fame, Jennifer Hudson's story has always felt like something straight out of a movie. A young girl from Chicago, raised in church, singing gospel before she could even fully understand the power of her own voice. Music wasn't just a hobby for her, it was survival. It was faith. It was destiny. When she stepped onto the stage of American Idol in 2004, nobody expected what would happen next. She didn't even win. But somehow, she didn't need to, because the moment she opened her mouth to sing, everyone listening knew. This voice was different. Bigger, stronger, unforgettable. Hollywood noticed immediately. And within just a few years, Jennifer landed a life-changing role. In Dreamgirls, that performance didn't just impress critics, it shook the industry. She won an Academy Award, her first major film, an Oscar. Just like that, from there the wins kept stacking up. Grammys, a Tony, an Emmy. Eventually, she joined one of the rarest clubs in entertainment history. She became an EGOT winner. Only a handful of people on Earth can say that. And Jennifer Hudson was now one of them. To the public, she wasn't just a singer. She was a symbol. Resilience, talent, grace, success, then everything. Change, but life doesn't care how successful you are. Tragedy doesn't care how famous you become. And for Jennifer, everything fell apart in the most heartbreaking way imaginable. In 2008, her world shattered. Her mother, her brother, and her young nephew, all taken in a brutal act of violence. The news shocked the entire country. Fans couldn't believe it. How could someone so full of light be hit with such darkness? The trial that followed was painful, long, emotional. Forensic experts testified. Evidence was debated. DNA questions surfaced. Gunshot residue, timelines. Witness credibility. It wasn't just another court case, it was deeply personal. Jennifer didn't hide from it. She didn't stay home, she didn't disappear, she showed up. Every single day, sitting quietly in the courtroom, listening to every detail, every testimony, every reminder of what she lost. When the jury finally reached a verdict after long deliberations, they found William Balfour guilty. Life in prison, no. Parole. Justice, at least legally, had been served. But closure, that's something the law can't guarantee, because grief doesn't disappear when a sentence is handed down. It lingers. It changes you. And for Jennifer, it changed everything. The walls go up after something like that. You don't just move on, you protect yourself. You build walls, you become careful, more private, more selective. People who've worked with Jennifer over the years all say the same thing. She's guarded, not cold, not arrogant, just cautious, because she understands something. Most celebrities learn the hard way. One wrong move can destroy everything. One rumor, one bad association, one whispered story, and decades of work can collapse overnight. So she became strategic, careful about who she's contagion. Like, what is she's seen with, careful about what she says, careful about what she doesn't say. Her silence wasn't weakness, it was survival, and for years, it worked. But Hollywood is changing right now. The industry isn't what it used to be. Secrets aren't staying buried. Any more powerful names are being questioned. Long protected Figures are facing scrutiny. Old systems are cracking open, and two voices have been especially loud lately. Katt Williams and Jaguar, right? They aren't playing the Hollywood game. They're not smiling for cameras. They're not protecting relationships. They're calling people out. Publicly, FEARLESLY, they talk about corruption, hidden deals, power structures, executives, celebrities, handlers. They say the industry isn't just entertainment. It's a machine, and that machine protects its own. Until it doesn't, and when they speak. People listen, because over time, some of what they hinted at started coming true, which makes their words even more unsettling. So why is Jennifer's name suddenly being mentioned? That's the part that confuses people. Jennifer Hudson has one of the cleanest reputations in Hollywood. No scandals, no arrests, no messy headlines. So why would her name even come up? The answer isn't accusation, it's proximity. In times like these, when the entire system is being questioned, even innocent people get pulled into conversations, not because they did something wrong, but because they were there, because they worked in the same circles, because they succeeded inside the same system now under fire. And in today's climate, silence looks suspicious, even when it isn't. That's the danger, and that's exactly where Jennifer Hudson finds herself now. Not accused, not guilty, just caught in the noise. And sometimes, that's enough to start a storm. If there's one thing Hollywood fears more than scandal, it's truth tellers, not actors, not critics, not tabloids, but people who have nothing left to lose. Because those are the ones who speak without fear. And lately, two names have been echoing louder than ever across the industry: Katt Williams, Jaguar Wright. Two completely different personalities, two completely different careers, but the same mission. Expose everything. Katt Williams, the comedian who stopped joking. Katt Williams was never just a comedian. Sure, he could make you laugh until your stomach hurt. But if you really listen to his jokes, they weren't just jokes, they were warnings, clues, taught shots. Fired at people most entertainers would never dare mention, while others played safe to protect brand deals and friendships. With executives, Katt didn't care. He burned bridges like they meant nothing, called out powerful names directly, and spoke about Hollywood like it wasn't a dream factory, but a chessboard, a place where careers are traded like pieces, where silence is bought, and where loyalty matters more than talent. In recent interviews and podcasts, Katt has hinted at something darker behind the scenes. He talks about secret alliances, private negotiations, deals the public never sees. He says some celebrities don't beat charges. They're protected, shielded, because they're too valuable to the machine. And when someone like Katt says that, people don't just laugh it off anymore, because too many of his past predictions ended up being true. That's what makes him dangerous, not his jokes, his accuracy. Jaguar Wright, the woman with nothing left to lose. That Katt is sharp and calculated. Jaguar Wright is raw and explosive. She doesn't sugarcoat anything, doesn't filter her words, doesn't care who gets uncomfortable. Once respected in the music world, performing with the Roots, working alongside major artists, appearing in big campaigns, Jaguar had real industry status. But something changed. Instead of climbing higher, she walked away, and when she did, she started talking. Not gently, not politely, but brutally honest. She began sharing her experiences inside the industry. Stories about manipulation, about trauma, about handlers controlling artists, about powerful men who operated untouchable for decades, and about victims who were told to stay quiet to protect their careers. Her message was simple. Hollywood isn't safe. It never was. And the system protects abusers more than artists. At first, people dismissed her, said she was bitter, said she was unstable, said she just wanted attention. But then, other victims started speaking. Other stories surfaced. And suddenly, Jaguar didn't sound crazy. She sounded early, and that changed everything. Because once someone is proven right, can't ignore them anymore. Here's the problem for Hollywood. When one person speaks out, it's easy to silence them. But when multiple voices start connecting the same dots, the walls start shaking, big names are being questioned, executives, producers, music, moguls, people who were once untouchable, now under investigation and with every headline. Public trust drops. Fans aren't just cheering celebrities anymore, they're watching them closely, asking who knew what, who stayed silent, who benefited. And suddenly, just being successful inside the system makes people suspicious. Because now the question isn't, did you do something wrong? It's, how did you survive so cleanly in a dirty game? And that's where Jennifer Hudson's situation gets complicated. The problem with being too clean. Jennifer's image has always been spotless. No wild controversies, no messy drama, no. Late night scandals, just talent, faith, hard work, success. For years, that made her admirable. Now, some people see it differently. In an era where secrets are exploding, perfection feels unrealistic. People start wondering, did she just stay out of it? Or did she simply stay quiet? Because silence today isn't neutral. Silence is suspicious, and that's not fair. But that's reality. If someone speaks out, they're attacked. If someone stays quiet, they're questioned. It's a trap. And Jennifer is caught right in the middle of it. Then there's another factor making everything worse. One name that keeps popping up. One figure that represents power, influence, and controversy all at once. Diddy, for decades. He was seen as untouchable, a mogul, a kingmaker, someone who could make or break careers with one phone call. But recently, investigations, allegations, federal attention, stories that had been whispers for years suddenly became headlines. And when reports surfaced that he was quietly released from oversight, people didn't celebrate, they questioned. Because too many, it didn't look like innocence. It looked like protection, like the system taking care of its own. And when that happens, the public starts looking at everyone connected to that world, even indirectly, even loosely, even unfairly. Degrees of separation disappear fast in Hollywood. Worked at the same event, suspicious, shared the same network, questioned, knew the same people. Guilty by association. And that's the danger. Because once that narrative starts, it doesn't need proof. It feeds on speculation. Jennifer's strategy, stay quiet, stay safe for most of her career. Jennifer played it smart. She didn't jump into drama, didn't gossip, didn't expose anyone. She focused on work, her music, her acting, her talk show, her family, her faith, her relationship. That strategy kept her protected for years. But now, the rules are changing, because in today's climate, the loudest voices control the narrative. And if you're not telling your story, someone else might tell it for you. And they might not be kind. That's what makes this moment so tense. Jennifer isn't being accused. She isn't exposed. Nothing concrete has happened, but her name being whispered at all. That alone creates pressure. Because once the internet starts speculating, never fully stops, caught between two worlds on one side. She's the symbol of triumph, the girl who beat the odds, the voice that healed millions, the EGOT winner, the inspiration on the other side. She's still part of Hollywood, still connected to executives, still working inside a system now under attack. And when that system gets questioned, everyone inside it feels the heat, even the innocent ones. Especially the silent ones. Because people don't just want talent anymore. They want answers. They want accountability. They want truth. And they want it loudly. Which means Jennifer Hudson now faces something she never had to before. Not proving her talent, not proving her worth, but proving her distance from the mess. And that's a battle you can't win easily. Because how do you prove a negative? How do you prove you weren't involved in something you never touched? Sometimes you simply can't. And that uncertainty, that's what makes this storm so dangerous. Katt Williams isn't playing by old rules. He positions himself in the center of the chaos, observing, calculating, and speaking truth where others remain silent. Every joke, every podcast, every offhand remark carries weight. Hidden beneath the humor are barbs aimed at the powerful. He exposes hypocrisies, secret deals, and the hidden hierarchies that most in Hollywood prefer to ignore. Unlike other entertainers who need sponsorships, network approval, and carefully curated public images to survive, Katt is untouchable by design. He trades fear for attention, credibility for influence, and in doing so, becomes a force that cannot be ignored. Jaguar Wright, on the other hand, is unfiltered, unrestrained, and relentless. Her voice has evolved into one of the most uncompromising exposes of the industry's dark side. She speaks from lived experience, manipulation, harassment, and a system that prioritizes power over people. When Katt and Jaguar operate in tandem, one measured, one raw, Hollywood's carefully built facades tremble. Jennifer's world is meticulously curated. Her career spans music, film, theater, and television. Her public image is untarnished. Her achievements from Academy Awards to Grammys to Tony and Emmy wins position her as the gold standard in entertainment. Yet in a climate where every connection, every social encounter, and every silent choice can be weaponized, even a flawless record becomes a vulnerability. Katt's hints, Jaguar's narratives, and Diddy's controversial release create an environment where Jennifer's silence could be misinterpreted. Not as caution, but complicity. Hollywood's old protective walls are crumbling. Jennifer has always moved strategically, carefully, aware that the wrong association or casual mention could snowball into catastrophe. But now, she's walking a tightrope with no safety net. To understand Jennifer's cautiousness, one must understand her past. Her personal tragedy is well documented. The brutal loss of her mother, brother, and young nephew. The public trial and harrowing media attention. The long journey toward justice and personal healing. That trauma shaped her approach to life and career. She learned early, trust must be earned, not assumed. Alliances can be dangerous, and silence can be protection. Her careful navigation of treacheration of Hollywood isn't arrogance, it's survival. Every interaction is measured, every public appearance calculated, every relationship evaluated for both opportunity and risk. Her ability to remain untarnished isn't luck, it's deliberate. And in a world now being torn open by truth-tellers like Katt and Jaguar, that deliberation becomes both her armor and her vulnerability. Silence. Once her shield, now becomes a paradoxical weapon against her. When Katt or Jaguar hint at someone's name, even indirectly, speculation becomes inevitable. Fans, journalists, and social media sleuths begin connecting dots that may not exist. Hollywood thrives on perception. Reality often matters less than what people believe. And in the age of viral exposes, one whisper can spiral into headlines, memes, and debates worldwide. Jennifer's clean record, her disciplined image, and her unassailable achievements now risk being reframed as suspicious. Not because she did anything wrong, but because others are being exposed. And proximity itself can become incriminating in this climate. Even the most calculated silence can be weaponized. Diddy represents a different kind of pressure. His influence is legendary. His networks are vast. His freedom, despite controversy, signals systemic protection. For observers, his untouchable status amplifies the tension. If someone like Diddy can navigate scrutiny without consequence, suggests a hierarchy where only those inside the system are safe, and everyone else is a potential target. Jennifer, with her connections to the industry elite, becomes a symbolic figure. Her name isn't necessarily implicated, but the risk of association magnifies. Her challenge isn't defending a specific action. It's maintaining the separation between herself and the chaos swirling around her. I'm in Hollywood's current state. That is no small feat. Jennifer's approach to survival isn't only professional, it's personal and spiritual. Her faith grounds her. Her family anchors her. Her Chicago roots remind her of her values. Her relationship with her partner exemplifies the balance she seeks: love, partnership, and stability amidst a world of constant unpredictability. This inner compass allows her to navigate crises with restraint, but it also emphasizes the stakes. Every rumor or public insinuation is more than career risk. It's a threat to the life she's meticulously built. And with every voice like Katt's or Jaguar's gaining momentum, the space to maneuver shrinks. Hollywood's traditional safety nets, silence, loyalty, discretion, are no longer guaranteed. Exposes dismantle protective walls. Whistleblowers reveal hidden networks. Public opinion weighs heavily. Often more than legal truth. Jennifer Hudson's story is no longer just about her accomplishments. It's about her proximity to power, her choices in who she trusts, and her ability to protect herself in a system that has lost its predictable rules. Her challenge now is clear: remain unscathed, maintain integrity, and survive the scrutiny of an industry undergoing seismic change. Because in this moment, even someone as untouchable as Jennifer Hudson can find herself one name drop away from controversy. Hollywood is changing. The structures that once protected its stars are no longer reliable. The unspoken rules, loyalty, discretion, silence are collapsing under the weight of voices who refuse to be silenced. Jennifer Hudson, despite her flawless public image and remarkable career, now faces a challenge that is entirely different from her previous struggles. This is not a test of talent, awards, or acclaim. This is a test of survival within a system that is unraveling. Around her, Katt Williams and Jaguar Wright continue to shift the cultural landscape. Katt, the calculated disruptor, uses humor as a weapon, blending critique with prophecy. Every comment, every subtle hint carries the potential to shake the foundations of Hollywood's power structures. Jaguar, relentless and unfiltered, exposes the dark underbelly of the industry from lived experience. Her narratives are raw, emotional, and unapologetic. For Jennifer, this combination is dangerous. Her silence, once protective, can now be misconstrued as complicity. Her name, though untainted, can be drawn into narratives she had no part in. In this climate, innocence and caution are not enough. Perception can be manipulated, and association can become scandal. Jennifer has always been meticulous, carefully choosing her public appearances, protecting her personal life from intrusion, aligning with trusted partners and networks. Her discipline, caution, and calculated privacy are survival tools. She has built walls around herself. But the seismic shifts in Hollywood now threaten to dismantle them. The stakes are immense. Jennifer's career, reputation, and the symbol she represents of resilience, talent, and grace make her a target even when she has done nothing wrong. Jennifer is more than an individual in the public eye. She is a symbol. Triumph over tragedy, achievement through perseverance, integrity in the face of adversity. This symbolism, while inspiring, comes with vulnerability. In a climate where Hollywood secrets are being exposed, even tangential, connections can be interpreted as evidence of wrongdoing. Her silence could be weaponized. Her name, casually mentioned, can trigger waves of speculation. Hollywood's ecosystem has always relied on the careful management of image and perception. But now, with exposes, whistleblowers, and viral narratives, perception can spiral faster than truth. Jennifer Hudson's challenge is to navigate this landscape without losing the very identity and legacy she has worked decades to build. Jennifer's grounding is key. Her faith gives her perspective and resilience. her family anchors her decisions. And moral compass, her relationship, provides stability and support this. Inner strength is crucial in surviving Hollywood's turbulent environment, but it also underscores the stakes. Even the most calculated and disciplined approach may be tested. Her public persona may be admired worldwide. But the personal cost of navigating rumor, speculation, and exposure is significant. The pressure to maintain both excellence and invulnerability is immense. The industry's protective walls are gone. Silence is no longer safety. Reputation can be weaponized. Associations, even innocent, are scrutinized in this transformed landscape. Jennifer Hudson stands at a crossroads. She can continue her silence, relying on her spotless record, hoping the storm passes. Choose to address speculation, risking unwanted attention but reclaiming narrative control. Each choice carries consequences. And in Hollywood, consequences are rarely private. Jennifer's journey has always been defined by resilience. From personal tragedy to professional triumph, she has endured hardships few could survive. Her story is one of courage, perseverance, and unyielding dedication to craft down. In an era of unrelenting scrutiny, her resilience is tested in a new way. It is no longer about winning awards or public admiration. It is about navigating a world where truth, perception, and rumor are intertwined, where silence can be dangerous, where association can be weaponized. Jennifer Hudson's story is far from over. The legacy she has built as an EGOT winner, survivor, and cultural icon is remarkable. Yet even the strongest, most disciplined figures in Hollywood can be challenged when the foundations of the system shift. Katt Williams and Jaguar Wright are catalysts, not villains. They are exposing the industry's hidden mechanisms, challenging the old order, and forcing everyone, even untouchable stars, to reckon with a new reality. For Jennifer, the path forward requires balance. Protecting her legacy, navigating speculation, and rumor, maintaining personal integrity in the public eye in Hollywood's new landscape. One truth becomes clear: resilience, talent, and fame are not enough. Survival demands strategy, vigilance, and the courage to confront change. Jennifer Hudson has always defied expectations. She survived tragedy. She rose to unimaginable heights. Now, in a transformed Hollywood, her resilience is being tested once again, and the world is watching.